Roblox gets new trends every month. Today we're discussing the most hated Roblox trends, from the ones that are just annoying to the ones players say are actually dangerous for the platform. Ranked at number 1 are Condo Games, easily the most hated trend on all of Roblox right now. And honestly, it's not hard to understand why. Condo games aren't just annoying. They're the one trend that players consistently describe as dangerous, disgusting, or just completely out of place on a platform that millions of kids use every day. The problem with condo games isn't just that they're inappropriate, it's that these games hide behind fake thumbnails, innocent titles, or copied icons. Players walk in expecting a normal experience, and suddenly they're in a room with strange animations, beds, poles, censored chat bubbles, and players doing things no Roblox game should ever allow. The comment sections under videos are filled with stories of younger players wandering into these games by accident, and adults using them to behave in ways that should instantly get a game banned. For example, this comment wrote that when they were 10, they walked into a Meep City condo and saw poles, beds, and animations that were absolutely disgusting. But the community's biggest frustration? Condo games never seem to fully disappear. Even when Roblox removes one, another pops up using a different name, a new thumbnail, or a private server shortcut hidden behind Discord links. And because these games get recreated so fast, it sometimes feels like moderation is constantly one step behind. Out of all 8 trends, this is the only one that consistently makes players say things like, "Yeah, this one actually scares me. Kids shouldn't be seeing this." Or the simplest comment of all, "Why does this even exist on Roblox?" And that's why condo games take the number 1 spot. Before we continue with the video and my further explanation about the next hated trend, I want to thank you. Your support is insane, seriously. Thank you all. Every like and every comment, I appreciate it. This community is something special. Okay, let's continue. And while condo games are hated for what happens inside them, the next trend is hated for how it looks. At number 2, Gooners. They're avatars that became infamous for being way more revealing than what most players expect to see in a Roblox server. If you've seen them, you already know why this trend is hated. Gooner avatars are known for looking over-sexualized, using layered clothing in a way that pushes Roblox's limits. Tight crop tops, extreme body proportions, exposed skin overlays, fishnets, chokers, and outfits that feel completely out of place on a platform like Roblox. Players say the problem isn't the fashion itself, it's the intent behind it. Many of these looks are copied from adult apps, Zepeto edits, or TikTok trends that clearly weren't meant for a platform filled with younger players. And some players argue the opposite, that normal feminine or cosplay avatars get unfairly labeled as Gooner just because of their style, which adds even more fuel to the debate. But when one appears in a random server, especially next to the normal players, it instantly changes the mood. The community also complains that these avatars often appear in voice chat servers, which makes people extremely uncomfortable. Some players avoid certain genres like clubs or hangouts entirely, because they're tired of joining a server and instantly seeing 3 over-sexualized avatars dancing on a stage or surrounding random players. What makes the Gooner trend so disliked is simple. They make Roblox avatars look way more adult than the platform was designed for, without technically breaking any rules. So the trend keeps growing and players keep arguing about it, and that's why Gooners land at number 2. Not the most dangerous, but definitely one of the most inappropriate trends Roblox has seen. At number 3, a trend that players say completely changed the mood of Roblox. Brainrot Games. Steal a Brainrot, grow a garden, 99 nights. All of these games exploded at the same time, creating one of the most chaotic eras Roblox has seen. And for a lot of players, it wasn't the gameplay that caused the hate, it was everything that came with it. Brainrot games are loud, fast, and designed to grab attention, with flashing text, spammed sound effects, and exaggerated animations. But the biggest complaint is the behavior of the players themselves. People say that when Brainrot games go viral, entire friend groups disappear into them, and come back acting toxic, overly competitive, or as spamming catchphrases like it's a cult. In games like Steal a Brainrot, players complain about being chased by green beans, being griefed by kids using Medusa or as slap items, or being screamed at for stealing someone's rare Brainrot. Some users even said their friends became worse teammates in other games after playing Brainrot for too long. There's also a huge argument about how addictive these games feel. Some players describe Brainrot as mentally exhausting, noise that melts your brain, or a cycle you can't escape once it grabs you. Whether you love them or hate them, one thing is clear. Brainrot Games didn't just become a trend, they became a personality. And that's exactly why so many players are tired of them. At number 4, a trend that many players call the alien invasion of Roblox. Zepeto-style and A.I. generated avatars. These avatars exploded right after Roblox introduced new avatar tools, and players started importing hyper-edited Zepeto designs, AI face filters, and ultra-smooth humanoid proportions into Roblox that made characters taller, smoother, and way less blocky. And for some players, that update instantly opened the door for a whole new style. And the community reaction was immediate. These don't even look like Roblox characters anymore. The signature look? Tall, glossy, stretched out proportions, overly realistic faces, ultra-detailed makeup, and outfits that feel pulled straight out of TikTok edits. Not a blocky game engine. People started calling them alien avatars because of the uncanny facial structure and sharp jawlines. But the real reason they became one of Roblox's most hated trends is everything that comes with them. Players say Zepeto-style avatars often show up in social games acting extremely rude, dramatic, or flirtatious, creating random arguments, copy-pasting insult macros, or starting relationship drama in public servers. Some even follow people around just to mock their avatars. One of the most common complaints? They treat Roblox like a dating app. Entire groups of them hang around clubs, RP hubs, or VC servers acting like they're inside a TikTok relationship edit rather than an actual game. And even though not every player uses the style this way, the reputation stuck, turning Zepeto and AI avatars into one of the fastest growing and most disliked trends on the platform. At number 5, a trend that went from harmless to hated in record time: green beans. Green bean avatars started as a simple way to support Jandel during the Grow a Garden event. Players changed their entire body to neon green. Nothing harmful, nothing dramatic, just a supportive, silly community trend. But once the event ended, the trend didn't. Suddenly, every other server had 2 or 3 green beans running around, and that's when the reputation shifted. The biggest complaint? Green bean players are loud. People say they jump around non-stop, crowd other players, spam emotes, or follow strangers for no reason. And in games like Steal a Brainrot, the stereotype became even worse. Green beans griefing with Medusa, swap items, or just ruining high-value steals for fun. There's also the copy meta issue. Players say green beans all look identical, so entire lobbies feel cloned. Some even avoid servers when they see a group of them swarm in together. Not every green bean is chaotic, of course. Plenty are normal players who just like the look. But the trend moved from cute community support to please stop crowding me faster than anyone expected. And that's why green beans sit at number 5. At number 6, a trend that almost everyone has seen, but nobody agrees on: fake Korblox and fake Headless. The original Korblox Death Speaker leg costs 17,000 Robux. Headless Horseman is 31,000 Robux. So of course, players started finding ways to fake the look using scaling tricks, UGC items, and avatar glitches. At first it was harmless. People just wanted to look cool without spending half a paycheck on an avatar. But the backlash started when these fake versions spread everywhere. Some players say the copies look uncanny or poorly made, while others complain that fake Korblox users act like they're wearing the real thing, showing off, trash talking, or flexing in social games. There's also the scam factor. Kids buy cheap UGC legs thinking they'll get real Korblox, only to realize it's just a visual trick. And because so many Roblox avatars now use the same fake leg formula, players say every lobby looks identical. The trend itself isn't harmful. It's just overdone. And that's why fake Korblox and fake Headless land at number 6. A trend born from creativity, ruined by the fact that everyone started doing it. At number 7. A trend that refuses to die, even though the community has been arguing about it for years. Slenders. It used to be the controversial Roblox style, the skinny R15 avatars with layered clothing, black outfits, and the signature middle part hairstyle. For a lot of older players, this trend is nostalgic. But for new players, it's one of the most disliked aesthetics on the platform. The hate started because Slenders became strongly associated with toxic behavior. People complained about them trash-talking in combat games, flirting in roleplay games, or forming groups that target bacons and new players. Even though not every Slender acts like this, the stereotype grew so big that some players still assume every Slender is toxic by default. But in reality, the trend isn't as big as it used to be. Some people even say Slenders are extinct, and that they haven't seen one since 2022. The problem is, when you do see one, they stand out instantly, which keeps the stereotype alive. Slenders might not dominate Roblox anymore, but they left a huge mark on the platform's culture. And even today, the moment one joins a server, you can feel the whole mood shift. And finally, at number 8, Retroslop. A trend that isn't dangerous, isn't toxic, and isn't inappropriate, but still managed to annoy a huge part of the community. Retroslop is defined as a mix of old Roblox items with modern accessories, basically retro plus slop. It isn't authentic classic Roblox, it's a messy remix of it. The style uses 2006 to 2012 bodies, but combines them with TikTok-inspired UGC, glowing items, dramatic proportions, or neon edits that never existed in old Roblox. And that's exactly why people dislike it. Older players say that wearing a real classic avatar is totally fine. That's nostalgia. But Retroslop feels like fake nostalgia, taking old Roblox culture and turning it into a repetitive TikTok trend. Some even say it disrespects the vintage look by mixing it with items that clash completely. It's not dangerous, it's just overused, inauthentic, and everywhere. And that's why Retroslop sits at number 8. Which trend do you hate the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.